Hello everyone, welcome to my channel City Life. Today we will know about and 16 things to know about and living in Omaha part 2. You can find an event for any interest. Omaha is and calendar is a chock and full and fun event and festivals. So there and sure to be one and sweet your interest and rock out of the and festival. A 4 day and collections of concert and comedy, act and slam and poetry and reading and sample by 10 from local and restaurant. Sing along with her live music and watch and some city best and safe and compete and test of Omaha and catch a latest style and the legends and the fashions in the fashion age, and we are not Omaha and catch a style. We are the festival in fashions. Omaha one of the reasons we can and events with the nations. Or variable or reset Omaha River City and the Bridge Walk. And to the often nations and based and artists Omaha Summer Art and Festival and Relax. With Gracie and co-novelist of Midtown. Crossing wheel and listening to famous jazz musician at the jazz one of the green and celebrated with the music and polka. Dancing and the penalty a court and brew in the driver garden at the Octoburst and the Comrades and Italian and brigades with the practicing in the Burj Ball and tournament and dancer and the and Connolly editing and contest with Santa Lucia an Italian festival. Accessible Omaha art culture. And you can get sense of Omaha unique and culture and through museums and theaters and music venue and more. Admirer and painting and journalist. And we are scape future and from all over and world and Jocelyn Art and Museum, a stroll and tour and train and cars and from the 1914 and 15 and Liplasia and Gorgeous and store and from 1915 and David White, a Native American. Then Durham and Muslim and discover and local and nationality place and put one the professional actor and the him and theaters and get ticket and touring and boarding musical and laugh and until and you are sides and heart stand up and comedy show you attend a traveling of party and of Omaha and performance and coach and concert and featuring to Omaha and symphony at the Holland of our morning arts and center. Oh, or see and kids at like big museum and problem at the schools and theater. A spending at in the world market. Town at Omaha, the old market is the historic and neighborhood with the club storm and streets all back and buildings. An incredible and local draining and the night stifle and shop for retro and candy and handmade antique and the largest selection of jelly and bell and flour and Nebraska and Hollywood candy and take a disputes to France by the ordering and close shoulder and Wardak and Freddy's farm on Live Berlin and wander downtown the old market and Presquay and to the find and locally and 38 and 40 and blowing glass and sculpture and cherry and the more at whole market and artist and clear gallery and go back in time and living thrown out and used and DVD and VD and records and modern musics and scandal. We are the horse and down and cage in right and experience in the center of a of Omaha and France and market one the weekend and morning the door and we are the product and the half and direct and fresh and prestige more than it's great place for families with one of the things of thinking kids in Omaha you will be have a problem and keeping to the young and enter in it and which the play in the story and game and proctors and shopping in the grocery and store and core and Matomaha and children and motion expanded in the afternoon and floating along the legend rivers and chipping and down water shelter and more than folk lakhs and travels and cheap arts of robe of course relax in their gain a fool and egg rolls and two Mahoney State Park put through and around unbalanced yet and the dinner also and ere the prehistoric and put go to Lee and Simmons and conservation park and wheel drive and safari and we are the can and the sport and American ambition and carry salt and pear and dogs and the blood and eggs and enjoy your some family and with the blowing and act credits and game and leather tack and the volleyball and more than the mark. The food and skin is air for real. Omaha restaurant and skin and taken and Thomas and tribe and last several years and the majors and food sport and start your day with and creative take and bronze alike and cinnamon and roll and pancakes of the meat head and benny and early early bread and treat yourself at two six quarts and testing and meat and together the jams and bread and no mint and sheep and a cotton current and copper and you are the hug with and stellar and stapler and burger and with a sweet potato well the fried and the winning burger with giant and settle a bar at grill and experience emerging ushashi with the rory and oak and Travis Cole and here's what more wish to more and fruit and brand and in the chicken sandwich and crafted by that era and winning the pitmaster and brokey and boards and barbecue and savor the Regan Notini and log games and the lumens and carbonara and granite and the Omaha a best Italian restaurant and feed and whole family with the York style and prices and like the Bulma and Boss and OG3 and the barista and pizzeria and was in cold the come on the break and the barista and cheesecake and add the cream and favorite and chutney and trees was short is the stick wow and Nebraska and noun and beef steak over the region and Omaha is steak and capital the city of Omaha take one of the markets and to beef in America and the steadily hungry Omaha with the rivalry strip and stick on the Pratt House and the wall and B signs and 1937 and don't feel like and the your own stick and Omaha is the stick house and drawing to the cook for you and the famous and quickly trial the boss and prime rib and the rover and the flight and Megan were the blue and visit the many and beverages. Omaha does not have the long history of craft and destinations, but a recent influx and new, exciting beverings and have made in the up and coming Bear City. Play and carnival and a sleeping glove and a just wild touch. And you have some planning and to bear the times and hot and sales and stay home and cross and stay enjoy and Georgia's and whiskey and the patio and brick oil and burial and distillery and cool down and with me and portable and petted and drink the rocking and being at the Nebraska and bring and one to the years. A spirit and night the town. Wow. Looking at the food, a good and at weekends, check out the unique and clubs and beer art and the vanilla and bean the blonde and Ella and share in the water and live in and engross with the your Omaha original laws. Moving to the Omaha and were selected more than 16 bears, one step and in cold and methods Zelby and we are the vanilla and bound ella and we are the sharing water and rivian and grows with the a crew and one high original L house. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share and subscribe my channel for upcoming videos. See you again.